tonight. They're really going to have to dig in to stop Penn and Matarakis.
The tip, won by Salem. Scooty Penn is the basketball.
Straight man-to-man by Lowell.
John Crowley is the man covering Scooty. They go inside to Tyson. The fall away by Whitten. Hangs there, won't go in. Hernandez with the rebound. Tip up over the top. It'll be Lowell's basketball.
Great job by Whitten Hernandez, as he's done all season underneath.
This Lowell team comes in 12-8. They're number 12 seed. Salem is a number 21 seed. With all those forfeits, they come in at 6-14. But they play in a Merrimack Valley League. They scrimmaged these two teams in December, and Salem beat them easily, but of course that's a long time ago. Big block, but they get the foul inside, and somebody missed an assignment, Dennis. Somebody was wide open.
Yeah, looks like someone got screened on the back door there, and the guy ended up all by himself. Hernandez come over and tried to make a great block. I think they got him for the foul.
Looking at Lowell, in the Merrimack Valley League, they play. They had Andover, who was the number 1 seed at 18-2, and Central Catholic, a number 6 seed at 16-4. They played both of those teams to 1 point. And of course, they're missing their best player, Sean Riley, who tore ligaments. He's out for the season. And that's a violation, as they were jockeying for position inside, and John Patterson stepped in too quick. And so the turnover, and still no score.
Well, Salem first time, John, against a man-to-man. We'll take it down to get Tyson Whitten established. Let's see where they go here. Looks like they're going to stack it up. And they do.
Matarakis, they dump it inside to Hernandez. Can't get the shot to fall. Pantojas got the rebound, but he was out of bounds.
So Salem has been patient, trying to get the ball inside.
This team all started off at 2-4. They were 10-4 their last 14 games as Hernandez hits the fall away.
He's hit that shot all year, John. He did a nice touch.
He has been a terrific player for them. He really has. And you hear about Scooney and Matarakis and Whitten because they get the big numbers. But, boy, what an outstanding job he's done inside. He gets better and better every game. Crowley throws it up, no good. Whitten pulls down the rebound.
Juan Lopez did a great job getting his hands in on that.
Matarakis to Whitten. Whitten was out of bounds. He stopped because he thought it hit the back of the backboard. So sort of like a heavyweight title fight. And we've been a little sparring going on, trying to get used to each other. Salem going full court with their man-to-man. Tyson Whitten a long way away from the basket. Pantojas can't hit the shot. Hernandez is going to get called for over the top.
Well, they're spreading the floor, John. They're bringing Whitten and Hernandez out from the basket, trying to get up a matchup against the little guys inside, and so far it's been successful.
We said they started out at 2-4, Lowell. They went 10-4 their last 14. They've won 5 of their last 6. They finished 10-5 in the Merrimack Valley Conference. Pantojas can't hit the shot. Knocked out of bounds off Whitten. And if you look at a stat that you might say that measures up, they both played Beverly. Lowell beat Beverly 67-49, and Scooty Penn loses it out of bounds. And Salem, the last game, beat Beverly 65-58. But a little bit deceiving because Salem really had nothing to play for back then.
That's right, and they played the seniors most of the game, so it's their last regular season game, or in the conference anyway, before they played the Peabody Tanners.
Crowley drives to the basket, won't go. Tipped away. Matarakis with a nice play. Not going to get to the ball. And there's that quickness. Chris Holmes beat Matarakis to the ball. This is Holmes outside, looking to go against Matarakis. And they're really traveling called on John Patterson. They're really spreading the floor out, almost like 4 corners.
Well, you know, for all intents and purposes to be in this game, they've really got to do a lot of gimmick stuff to beat Salem, and so far it's paying off.
Scooty Penn drops it down to Hernandez. It counts. He'll go to the free throw line. A nice pass from Scooty to Wency.
They're taking advantage of that height advantage. The big kid they have right now, John Patterson, is matched up. They're the tallest kid. He's matched up with Whitten, so they're bringing Whitten off the ball and looking for Hernandez. He's got the big mismatch there, and so far it's been successful.
And Scooney used his speed that time to get loose in the paint. Drew the defense to him and laid it down. Hernandez has got the first 5 points. So Hernandez leads 5-0 in the game.
Yeah.
Holmes, good speed. Blocked by Hernandez inside. Missed. Hernandez gets a hand on it. The shot up, hangs there, falls through for John Crowley. So Lowell finally gets on the board on a second effort.
That's a clear out for Scooney here. Oh, going to Tyson Whitten.
Whitten outside to Lopez for the shot from outside. Too strong. Holmes with the rebound. They look to push it up. Holmes against Mataragas. The drive along the baseline by Ben Cooper is up and good. Lowell back within 1. Mataragas loses it. Taken away by Patterson. Ahead to Holmes for the straightaway. In and out. Hernandez with the rebound.
Yeah, I don't think that jump shot's going to hurt Salem at all from Lowell tonight. Their key's going to be taking it to the hoop.
Penn, much too strong for the 3.
Yeah.
The pass. The break. Steps are going to be called. Yeah. John Crowley with the walk. But it looks like, Dennis, Lowell is going to push it up as quickly as they can. Look for the easy layup. If they don't get it, they'll pull it out, almost go 4 corners.
They're going to have to do that. They want a real low-scoring game. There's no question about that.
They lob it into Hernandez. Tipped away by Lowell. 11:57 left in the first half. 5-4, Salem on top. Neither team out of the blocks quickly.
Salem leading. Salem in their away red uniform.
This is Lopez for 3. Hits it.
Boy, the addition of him back to this team's really going to open things up for Mataragas and Penn, I'll tell you.
Boy, it certainly is. And almost a backcourt there, Dennis. He came from, he got a foot down before he touched the ball. Otherwise, it would have come from the front court to the back court.
Salem went back to 1-2-2 zone, John, against this right now.
This is
Another match up.
Holmes fakes the shot, gets swallowed up. Crowley looking to go against Lopez, has to pull it out. And it's like a matchup zone here.
Yeah.
And Tojas. This is Mataragas pushing it up to Whitten. To Lopez for 3. It's good!
Yeah. That's nice to see for the Salem Witches. They're going to really need that in this tournament.
11-4. The Witches on top. Lopez almost with the steal. Lowell wants to take a timeout. They don't want it to get too far away.
Yeah,
but we started out rather slowly. Hernandez got the first 5 points, but Lopez is opening up here with 2 trifectas.
Well, I think Coach Garrity noticed that the Lowell team was trying to get Whitten and Hernandez away from the basket on defense, trying to open up with the quickness of Lowell so the kids can put the ball on the floor and take it to the hoop. Yeah, I think he's instructed his troops, especially the big guys, to stay down on the block. It doesn't look as though that Cooper, who put the ball on the floor and took it down the baseline and laid it up, I don't think he's going to hurt you from the outside, nor is Patterson. So I think he's instructed them. That's why it looks like a matchup zone there. When those guys are bumping outside, he's got the 2 kids staying back and protecting the basket and staying in the paint.
Yeah, but it's paid off so far. Lowell made that mini run. They scored 4 straight points. Cooper and Crowley getting the baskets to get back within 5-4 after it was only Wency Hernandez putting any kind of points on the board. And then the 2 big trifectas, and Lowell had to say, put the brakes on it quick and call a timeout before they let it get away.
It looks like Holmes is very, very quick, the point guard for Lowell. Maybe they can play off him a foot or 2, offer him that 3-point shot. Then if he hits it, then you got to come back up and play him.
This is Holmes now, and Mataragas goes right after him. Tony, an excellent defensive play. Great movement, moves his feet well, does an excellent job.
See, they're back in the zone now. That's just a matchup. Oh, boy. He's working very hard on defense. I hate to see that call made when a kid is working real hard. It's almost a no call. Let it go unless it's an awful lot of contact made.
Mataragas picks up the foul. 2 fouls apiece, team-wise. This is Crowley looking to go against Lopez. Patterson finally gets rid of it. Crowley knocked away. That defense by Salem causing problems. You don't want to get tied up along the baseline or the sideline either. They'll double up and take it away. Pantojas with a nice play. What a big block by Scooney Penn.
He's got Lopez.
Mataragas to Lopez. He lays it in.
Very, very unselfish. That's real nice basketball.
Scooney's pass was supposed to be to Lopez. He was wide open. Mataragas picked it off, but then alertly hit Lopez for the layup. 8 straight points by the Witches. This is Pantojas. Picked off by Lopez. Excellent defense again. Lopez is going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, good job.
And there's that tenacious defense.
Oh, boy. I will tell you, it's a very powerful starting 5 that they're putting out there. Terrific on defense.
And they get just enough size inside with Hernandez and Whitten.
Right.
And the great outside shooting. All 3 of those guys can hit threes. Mataragas, Lopez, and certainly Penn.
Well, it also gives them a Saul Mateo coming off the bench, who's a great defensive player. Tommy Giardi inside. So this team...
Andres Peralta.
Oh, Peralta, boy, he's a great shooter. I watched him play against Hamilton Wenham the other day. In the scrimmage on Saturday morning, must have scored 25 points. So they're ready to go. This, since the Northeastern Conference title was taken away from them in the ineligibility, team that finished 19-1, they didn't have much to play for.
Look at this. Look at Hernandez. Hernandez. How many times have we seen him do that this year? Didn't bother going looking at the ball. He just went inside and got great position, got the basket, picked up the foul, and he's got 7 already. Could make it 8.
As I was saying, John, the last 5 or 6 games of the season, they really have much to play for. Their whole season starts tonight, and they're really ready to go.
Hernandez can hit the shot, and this is Holmes pushing it down. Looking to go against Mataragas. Mataragas swallows him up. Great job by Antonio, as he told me the other day. I said, Anthony. He said, no, it's Antonio.
He keeps hitting those threes like he did at the All-Star game the other night. We'll call him Sir Antonio.
Well, that's for sure. But I want all the young kids at home to watch Tony when he plays. Watch his feet, because that's how you play defense, with your feet, not with your hands. And now Salem goes Lowell goes a little gimmick defense. Lopez inside Whitten. Hernandez all by himself. Nice pass. Hernandez gets 2 chances.
Stayed with it. Did a marvelous job.
Once he kept yelling, nobody saw him. Finally, Tyson saw him and hit him. And now Lowell wants another timeout. A 13-0 run. Salem ran the first 5. Lowell ran 4. And then all of a sudden, it's a 13-point run, as you see. John Bertini and the rest of the fans. Mrs. Bertini up in the stands. Mrs. Mataragas there, she told me she was very nervous. I said, shouldn't be nervous, it's only a game.
That's right, Antonio's supposed to be nervous, Mom.
She said to me, are you crazy? This is the tournament, tournament.
Well, like I was saying, this is really their whole season. They've got something to play for now, and Peter Miller in the stands from Salem, big Salem fan. But this really started their season tonight, and they've got the goal in mind of winning this tournament. The Boston Globe on Sunday picked them as the #1 team in Division I North, which is nice to see. And actually, the Northeastern Conference got a lot of respect in that Globe poll, with Swansea being picked in the top 5, as well as Glasgow, I believe, being picked second in Division III. So that's a real nice team. So it's a big boost for basketball in this area.
A lot of exciting basketball coming up. The winner of this game will play at Everett Thursday night, hoping to move into the quarterfinals. Pantojas to Holmes. This is Cooper. Cooper looking to go to the basket. The reverse, no good. Tipped around, knocked around. Whitten with the basketball. Scooney Penn lost it. He tried to push it ahead to himself.
Yeah.
Tried to go a little too quick. Hernandez is going to get called for the foul as Cooper hits the basket.
Yeah. think you're going to see Peralta or Giardi right now. I think it's going to be Tommy Giardi, yeah.
Wentz picks up another foul quickly. So Tommy Giardi will be the first replacement, as he'll be in there for Wency Hernandez, who should get a nice hand as he comes off. He's got 9 points. Saul Mateo is coming in. Lopez will take a seat.
Jeez, it's a nice luxury to throw Giardi and Mateo in there.
It certainly is.
You're not losing a whole lot, and we still haven't seen Peralta yet.
Cooper completes the conventional three-point play. Whitten strong to the basket, lays it in.
Strong move. Broke the press very nicely there. Put the ball on the floor and took it on a power drive and laid it up.
Yeah, he found himself one-on-one and just went baseline and beat his man easily. There's the double by Salem. Again, the double by Salem. They're doubling all over the place. Mateo almost with the steal. Pantojas makes the pass. John Breen makes the basket.
29, back from
Scooney Penn with the strong drive. Can't get it to go, but he'll go to the free throw line.
Well, we've now played over 8 minutes in this game, John. I think it's the longest I've ever seen Scooney Penn go without scoring.
Well, the thing now is this takes a lot of pressure off Scooney with Lopez hitting threes, Whitten playing inside. Scooney can now play his game. He can now become the playmaker as well as the scorer.
But Hernandez inside, if he can play in control and not feel bad about giving up the points, I'm going to tell you, this makes this team so much stronger. It's unbelievable.
And Scooney's just the type of player that can do that because he's just as adept as dishing the ball off as he is putting the ball in the hole. And if you're open, he'll give you the ball. Scooney can't hit. Whitten with the big rebound, off the glass and in.
Oh, good job by Tyson.
Well, they're doing a number on him off the offensive glass. That's the second time they rebound and missed free throws. And it's 23-9. The shot is missed. Giardi with the rebound. In and out for Scooney. Pantojas. This is Pat Sullivan with the basketball. Covered by Mataragas. And they're going to get Tony for bumping. They're calling it awful close.
I thought they were going to give him a 5-second count there. He did such a great job defensively. That's a real tough call.
They're not letting him do any touching at all. And we got Andres Peralta, as he steps in the game, is going to call timeout.
Yeah, Salem's going to get a timeout, talk things over. I think you're going to see Tony take a rest. That's his second foul. They have the luxury of having a 14-point lead here with just under 7 minutes left in the half. But their defense is just incredible. So,
over the years, we've seen this. We've been watching Salem for how many years? 6 or 7, and prior to that. And it's always been the defense that kicks in. You say to yourself, sooner or later, the defense is going to kick in, and we're going to get that run. And it invariably happens all the time. And they do an outstanding job. And they work so hard. And it's not, and we like to tell the young kids at home, it's not one guy doing it. It's all five. All 5 guys have to do it to make it work.
And they're talking out there, and they're calling up screens. And Mataragas is really the leader defensively.
He certainly is.
He's out there chatting and letting everyone know where to go and box out and push block. I mean, it's a carryover. I mean, these kids have been playing great defense forever. And Coach Garrity's got them playing at the top of their games right now. And they're healthy and they're strong. And they really look powerful. They really look like a great team.
A lot of weapons on that Witch's bench. This is Chris Holmes with the basketball, covered by Salem. I can see a foot race here. Holmes against Mateo.
Oh, what a defensive
2 of the quickest
player.
guys on the floor. Andres Peralta with a good defense.
Oh, nice
and John
shot.
Crowley throws it in anyway. Scooney to Whitten along the baseline, lays it in.
Strong move. Strong move.
That's a really power move for Whitten. And that's they're playing him almost as a forward, Dennis, rather than a center in the block. They're playing him off like on the wing.
Well, With Lowell playing the man-to-man, they're moving him out because they believe he can beat the other guy with the first step.
And he's proved that. Sullivan drives and lays it in.
Nice move.
25-13, a 12-point advantage. This is Giatti out to Mateo. To Whitten. Peralta. Good ball movement by the Witches, trying to look for the open man.
That's showing a lot of patience. But you got to call a trip.
They call a travel.
Well, that's a tough call.
And the one thing you don't want to see is Scooney go down. That ankle, of course, is still tender. And this floor is not soft, Dennis.
Oh, very slippery, as we saw in the girls'
But
game.
not only
earlier.
that, it's very hard.
Yeah.
It's almost like cement. Sullivan trying to get loose of Scooney Penn. Goes in the lane, has it taken away. Peralta ahead to Penn. Scooney goes in and lays it in. I thought we were going to...
He's limping too, John.
And he's limping noticeably, too. I think he just told the coach to take him out. And quickly, we're going to see Ben Calixte. Sullivan's shot, no good. Knocked around, knocked out of bounds by Salem. And Scooney's going to come out quickly, and he is noticeably limping.
Yeah.
Ben Calixte replaces him. And that fall might have done that.
Yeah.
The break, I thought we might see a repeat of Marblehead when he went in and stuffed the basketball. Down court pass to Mateo. Saul throws it up, no good. Knocked out of bounds by Lowell. The Marblehead game went in and stuffed it home, and we had it on the highlight film on Tuesday night. But I think he thought the defense was a little too close, so he just laid it in.
Yeah, and it's also tournament time now. You want to make sure that too.
Peralta.
Nice
Strong drive.
Gave up the three, had to open into the basket. You like to see that. Put it on the floor strong. I took it in, and it's going to the foul line for two.
Yeah, you like to see him not just settling for the three-point shot. Donovan Billings is going to come in the ball game. Probably for Whitten, I would gather. Peralta is shot with his first one. Tyson Whitten will get a rest. He's really played well here in the early minutes.
He certainly has.
Peralta can't get the second one to fall. Crowley with the basketball against Peralta. Crowley goes strong, can't hit the shot. Rebounded by Mateo. Calixte gets swallowed up. Giatti back to Calixte. Mateo outside to Calixte in the lane and threw it away. The interesting thing here would be who will Salem go to for their offense? With Penn and Lopez and Whitten and Hernandez and Mataragas all on the bench.
I think Peralta's going to have to step up and take over.
I thought we were seeing Salem State here with a completely new second five on the floor. Less than 4 minutes to play in the first half. 14-point lead for the Witches. Crowley looking to go against Peralta. Holmes gets swallowed up by Mateo. There's the double. Again the double. Crowley dumps it down. The shot is up and good by John Patterson. 27-15. Billings to Calixte. The jump shot by Ben is good. That's a basket they needed.
Yeah, they really did. It's good to get one of the kids off the bench scoring like that, build his confidence up a little bit.
Again, the problem with the defense is they double right away.
Tommy had a good opportunity with Giatti there to take the charge. Elected to put his hands up. He's going to get called for the foul. I have a feeling if he just stood there and took the charge, he might have got the call.
Chris Holmes will be at the free throw line. Holmes off the side of the rim, no good. So Chris Holmes makes 1 of 2 tries, and they quickly go full court pressure, and they give it to Calixte, who pushes it up. Everybody sliding on the ice. Calixte, Mateo from the corner, hits the shot around the rim and in.
It's nice to see by the 2 young guards there. Come back down, but Calixte one time, and Mateo's fill it up.
Pantojas gets it across the half-court mark. Peralta on Crowley. Salem really working on the defensive end. Calixte knocks it away. It's loose. They call a traveling foul on Billings, and that would have been a break for 2 if they could have got up quickly enough. But Whitten, Penn, Lopez, and Mataragas will come in the basketball game. Tommy Giotti, the lone player, staying on the floor. So 2:18 left, a 15-point advantage, and Salem goes back to the starters with the exception of Hernandez, who has a little bit of foul trouble, and Giotti is in there for him. It's like being on ice skates out here doing this game. Nice stop, jump shot by Chris Holmes. And that's one of those cases where you're afraid to take a shot like that, Dennis, because your feet are liable to go out from under you and cause a problem. Touchdown to Scooty Penn. That was the quarterback to the halfback.
Yeah.
But taken away by Crowley.
They threw a couple of completions, those 2 this match.
Yeah, they certainly did. Giotti has thrown a few. In fact, the Giotti family has thrown a few. That's Chris Holmes. Back-to-back baskets. 31-20. The lead down to 11. Scooty Penn with the basketball. This is Lopez. Lopez goes to the basket. Can't get the fall. Tipped up a couple of times by Giotti. Whitten with it. Dumps it outside of Giotti to Penn. For 3. In and out.
In and out.
That one looked like it was going down. Shot is up and good by Chris Holmes. Chris Holmes bringing him back.
Oh, boy.
What a move by Scooty. He didn't get the ball to fall. He did pick up the foul, though.
I think they're calling it on the floor. Let's see.
They are calling it on the floor. It'll be a non-shooting foul. Both teams at 6 as far as the team fouls are concerned. So for the last 109, any fouls will send people to the foul line. Lopez outside for 3. It's good!
Oh, boy.
Third trifecta for Juan Lopez. And it's back up to 12, 34-22. Lopez with the pick. Good hustle by Juan Lopez. Knocked it out of bounds. He had Scooty Penn breaking. It would have been easy to. But that's the defense kicking in again, Dennis.
Well, they're just stepping up every time. Now you got Mataragas on the wing and Lopez on the wing and Scooty in the middle. How can you beat that defensively? 3 guys like that up front.
The 1-2-2. They let it fly from outside. In and out. Rebound by Giotti. To Lopez.
I'd like to see him hold for 1 here, John. 30 seconds left in the half.
He's yelling it from the bench, looking for the high stack. Mataragas gets swallowed up. Whitten will hit the shot, but it won't count. He got fouled before the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, 1-on-1, I think.
Paul Gowdy was yelling hold it. He was yelling go high stack, which would have been hold the ball. And now we're going to get Calixte coming in. And Scooty will go out for the last 20 seconds. So if you told the Lowell team you were going to hold Scooty Penn to 3 in the first half, they'd say, well,
that's right.
We figure we're at least going to be in the ball game. They're down by 12, could be more. As Whitten hits the first. Because Juan Lopez has got 12. And Whitten looking for his 8th point. Brings it home. 36-22. As it's down to 15 seconds and counting. It's tough to get one shot against this defense. Holmes looking to go to the basket, gets swallowed up. Pantojas lets it fly for three. That's a big basket. Cuts the lead to 11 with that big three-point basket. But Salem got to play almost everybody in their bench, Dennis. They still come out with an 11-point advantage. So at halftime, it's 36-25. The Witches on top. We'll be back with the second half. Skeadas as we start the second half. Lowell will have the basketball. The Witches leading 36-25, and it's Penn, Mataragas, Lopez, Whitten, and Giotti is the fifth man with still foul trouble on Wency Hernandez. The shot is missed. Rebound by Giotti. Scooney Penn brings it up. He's back. Nice to see him back after that little trip to the bench when we thought maybe his ankle might be bothering him. We'll be watching that still. Whitten kicks it back out to Lopez for three. Off the rim, no good.
See, they kept Hernandez on the bench, John, with the 3 fouls to start off the half.
They double up. Pantojas throws in the three. He ended the half with a three, starts the second half with a three, and the lead is down to 8. 36-28. This is Whitten. To Penn from the corner for three. It's good!
But Coach Murillo of Salem doesn't want to see him eat up. Very fortunate in the first half to see Scooney only score, what, 3 points?
3. He just doubled his output with that one shot. And he was happy to see Scooney not sleeping, but certainly not on fire like he's been in other games. Crowley's shot is blocked by Lopez. Penn 2-on-2 with Lopez. Oh, Scooney made a great move. He saved the basketball to Giotti. Nice play. Mataragas for three. Whitten keeps it alive. Back out to Scooney. To Lopez.
Oh, great job. What a pass.
What a great sequence down there. A couple of saves, one by Scooney, one by Whitten. And good ball movement. They found Lopez for the strong drive.
All of a sudden, they scored 5 points in a row after Lowell had cut the lead to 8.
And I don't think they want to see him take shots like that. That was a little force. Lowell, meaning the Lowell coaching staff. Penn with a major league three, no good. Whitten with the rebound. The fall away is good by Tyson Whitten.
Good follow by Whitten. Was in the right place at the right time for the rebound.
And all of a sudden it's 15.
That's right. Got it to 8 and they scored 7 in a row. Well, that's been the trademark of the Salem team for the last couple of years. They can burn you in real quick. You can stay with them and get the crowd back into the game, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're going to burn you. They're going to pick off a couple. Whitten, like I said, on the three-point shot by Scooney Penn was in the right place on the right pass. Usually in the three-point shot, you're going to get a long rebound. Tyson was out on the perimeter, got the ball, and took it to the hoop strong, and was fortunate to lay it in.
What a different player he is. You see him now playing with his, looking at the basket instead of his back to the basket. He's strong, driving strong to the basket, taking the ball in strong, taking a nice jump shot, really battling inside, and he's made himself into quite a player.
Well, you could see that in the summer. He worked as hard in the summer as anyone I've seen in a long time, and in that summer league, he really, really dominated. That's why I'm very interested and looking forward to seeing Tyson match up with Rasheed Johnson hopefully on Thursday night, because he's taking his game to the next level, and I think playing football this year helped him out quite a bit. It really toughened him up a little bit.
It strengthened him. He had to lift a little bit, put on a little bit of weight, a little muscle, and it really made him a better player.
He's always had a great attitude in the court.
I guess he
works as hard as anyone out there.
He certainly does.
And I'll tell you what, with him and Tommy Giotti under the basket.
Well, they called it a little bit late. Lopez made the hit, Penn made the steal, and I think there was contact. I think what made the Salem people jump a little bit was the fact that the whistle was about a half a step late.
Looking down there, Giotti and Tyson Whitten, those are two big power kids down there controlling the boards for Salem.
Holmes dumps it down inside, and Cooper became a sandwich between Skeadas and Whitten. Cooper was the meat. Skeadas and Whitten was the bread.
Well, they spread it out a little bit, and they got Skeadas to fall for the bait a little bit, and they tried to backdoor him on the baseline. Made a good foul. He's going to make him earn it out there.
Cooper trying to end an 8-0 run by the Witches, and he does it by making the first. He had 5 in the first half. Lopez led all scorers with 12. Whitten had 8. Hernandez had 9 before he got into foul trouble. He had those 9 points early. Cooper gets the bounce. Chris Holmes had 7. He got 6 of those very quickly when Lowell made a mini run at Salem. Scooney with a great drive to the basket. We call an offensive foul on Scooney Penn. Holmes had 7. Cooper had 5. Crowley had 4 to lead Lowell.
Tyson put a great screen on Scooney Penn, went baseline, and found someone standing. It looked like he got the shot off.
Pantojas going against Scooney. And he almost got swallowed up. This is Crowley outside looking to go against Lopez. Knocked away by Lopez. Unfortunately for Salem, Lopez and Mataragas both broke for the basket. Nobody went for the ball.
Great D. Great anticipation by Penn. Made really caused a turnover.
Yeah, excellent defense by Salem. They get it into Scooney. This is a great press breaker, getting the ball in Scooney's hands.
That's it. Clear it out and let it go.
Penn for 3. Whitten, I think, is going to get called.
Yeah.
And I think the last couple of shots outside of the drive, the 2 threes by Scooney were, I don't know if it's frustration or he doesn't have to do as much as he used to with all the weapons he's got. And he's still putting a little too much on his shoulders, I think. Those were not. I think he'd like to have those back. Penn made the strip. Penn. And there's Lopez out in front. Lopez won't get the shot, but he will go to the free throw line. Cooper caught him from behind.
Good hustle by Cooper to get back, once again, to try to make him earn him at the line. Go up there for the 2, but Salem again, getting a turnover, come up with the steal and go down. I think Whitten's frustration is just showing from Salem started out the game looking down low for Whitten and Hernandez, and they really haven't. They've chucked a couple of threes here to open up the second half. I think he wants to get the ball down low.
Yeah, well, what hands they have on those, all these guys. You go in the middle, you think you're beating your man, you think you're going to the basket, and his hands all over the place reaching in. Lopez, who had the 2 crucial foul shots against Peabody to win that last game, regular season game that they hung on and won by a point. Missed the first, made the second. He's got 15. 44-30, a 14-point bulge for the Witches. Pantojas hits a 3.
Well, he has a very unorthodox shot, but that's his 3rd 3 of the night.
Yeah, it works. The lead is where we were at halftime, 11. Penn, nice pass to Skeadas, lays it in.
Good job there, great job. Put the defense with him.
And that's when I think Scooney is at his best.
That's right.
When he making things happen and getting everybody in. He makes everybody a better player. Crowley looking to go against Lopez. Again, it's stripped away. Pantojas. How many times have they done this? Crowley can't hit the 3. Knocked loose. Whitten has it. Penn, 3-on-1. Behind the back to Lopez. Misses the shot. Mataragas blocked. Now it's 3-on-1 the other way. Blocked by Skeadas. Foul on Skeadas.
Penn down the other end, come up with 2 magnificent blocks.
2 great plays.
Yeah.
Hernandez is coming back. Peralta is coming back as well.
Well, we got Hernandez back in the game now, John. See if that's going to help things out.
Chris Holmes makes the first. They can get it back to where it was at halftime, 11. Misses the shot. Rebounded inside.
That's a travel.
Traveling going to be called as two Lowell players had the basketball. But Lowell did a nice job off the offensive glass.
Yeah.
They call steps against Scooney. Lowell went to the full court pressure, denied the basketball. Hernandez with the block. Mataragas still in control. Nice pass to Hernandez. He lays it in.
Great job. Great pass by Antonio there. Once Hernandez for the nice layup.
Well, he pulled it back out like, okay, we'll settle down. And when he lulled the defense back, he just took it strong to the basket, found Hernandez for the easy layup. 10.5 minutes left of 14-point balls for the Witches. Holmes for three. No good. Peralta with the rebound. Penn by everybody. Behind the back to Mataragas, who gets fallen on, and I hope he's going to be all right. He's got a bad back.
He's got a tough back. You hate to see Tony get out like that. Great pass by Scooney. Penn leading the break there. He doesn't have to look. He knows someone's over there filling the wings. He just does a terrific job to give him a job.
Well, and that's when he's at his best, making things happen. They called a non-shooting foul. So after all that, Mataragas doesn't even get a chance to go to the free throw line. Out to Peralta. The straightaway by Peralta. In and out. Rebounded by Sullivan. Salem going strictly to the outside game here. Sullivan for three. No good. Penn with the rebound. Down court pass. Too far. Peralta saves it. Mataragas with the jump shot is good.
Good job by Antonio.
Tony gets his first basket, but that doesn't mean he hasn't been doing anything out there.
Oh, terrific job. Defense leading them out there, boxing out, everything.
He has certainly been active. Up to 16 points, 50-34 as Mataragas just doing an excellent job on defense. Look at Mataragas work. He was looking for a 5-second call.
Yeah, it sure pretty much. Real close to getting it.
Crowley with the end-of-hand layup. Misses the shot, but he's going to get the foul.
Yeah, kept Peralta moving backwards there. Salem all of a sudden, John, 16-point lead and under 10 minutes left in this game.
But that's the 6th foul on Salem. No, so now Lowell will be at the free throw line for every subsequent foul.
Yeah. Well, 6-foul, but it also shows the way they play defense, as hard as they play defense.
Well, he misses the first. And John Breen will be in, replacing Cooper. Misses the second one. Breen gets the rebound. Sullivan takes the outside shot, no good. And Tojas, we're looking for three. Peralta, you're not getting that one off.
Well, he's hit three already. Oh, gee.
The foul's going to be against Mataragas.
Good job by Tony on there.
Tony working hard. Tony's going to go to the bench. Mateo is going to come in and replace him.
Looking for a push-off there, I think. And believes the guy's pushing him a little bit, or he's covering him.
As we mentioned, everything is one-on-one from here on in. We're looking to see who's going to the free throw line. They were telling Scooney Penn to go to the free throw line.
Yeah.
It'll be Pat Sullivan. Too strong. He gets his own rebound. gets swallowed up and can't hit the shot. Peralta with the block. They're going to call Peralta for the foul.
This could be a long 8 minutes or 9 minutes for Salem.
With all those fouls starting to accumulate.
If Lowell chooses to show some patience and work for some easy shots, try to get the ball inside, they could spend a lot of time on the foul line here in the last 8:56 of the game.
John Breen is there now. And the problem has been Salem has missed rebounding, missed foul shots.
When it boxed out, we mentioned this in the earlier game with the Lowell girls and Salem girls. You really have to box out on these foul shots. If it's a miss, you've got to come up with that rebound.
Shot is good. Breen makes them both. 50-36 as Scooney Penn brings it up. Penn's going to get called for steps. And a little too much force.
Yeah.
They're a little too much one-on-one stuff. They're not, as you mentioned, they get away from what was very successful early.
Trying to do too much. I really think right now, John, they're going to try to get the big men back involved in the game.
They have a big advantage inside. Whitten and Hernandez. Crowley trying to go to the basket. Picked off. Whitten did a nice job of trying to keep it in. But good defense along the baseline.
Yeah. Peralta and once Hernandez did very good job that time. Going to watch the screens here on the out-of-bounds play.
There's Mateo with the big steal. That quickness of Saul Mateo is outstanding. The Salem fans are saying, if you're calling on Tony when it's that close. Penn from the corner for three is good.
Probably went inside that time. Whitten made a good decision. Didn't have a shot. Check it back out. Got the easy three.
But that's going to make it easier on him.
That's right.
If they go inside. Tyson will kick it back out if he doesn't have it. To us, almost. Mateo would have picked that one off, too. Nice pass. Breen couldn't hit the shot. Hernandez got a piece, but Breen laid it in. But they do make you work.
They do. And Lowell's in a situation now where they can't match baskets. They got to stop Salem a few times and start hitting a few baskets.
Whitten hit the shot, but he got called for travel. Cooper is back. First time I've seen Gary really get upset on the bench. He's
well, it's tournament time, and the coach
he's
really,
into this.
Yeah. Coach is going to do anything he can to protect his players.
Blocked by Mateo. But Chris Holmes gets it back and lays it in. But again, the defense. Mateo got a piece. 7 minutes straight up to play, a 13-point advantage for the Witches. Penn, strong to the basket, will pick up the foul.
Yeah, it's getting very physical out there, John. A lot of talking going on between the two teams. They're going to have to really call this one close down the stretch of the game. Now, Salem is out-fouled at this point, I believe, 8 or 9, because they're keeping it at 7.
At 7.
To 3 in the second half. So they're going to have to really start calling it much tighter.
53-40 with Scooney Penn at the free throw line. Misses the first. Of course, we didn't mention either that both these coaches are very good friends.
Oh, very, yeah.
Garrity started out as an assistant to Malillo. Scooney Penn in double figures with 10. And we have a timeout on the floor called by Salem. And 54-40, and Lowell just can't seem to dig in at any point and put any kind of a run together because Salem just too many weapons.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a situation right now where they have nothing to lose. They're down 14 points. They're going to have to come out, and I believe you'd have to go full court pressure or try to half-court trap or something. You've got to pull everything out of the bank here. It's the end of the year. There's nothing left you can do. If you lose, you go home. So they've really got to come up. They just can't come back and start matching basket for basket. They've got to start double team. If they give up an easy basket, you're down 14 anyway. So you really got to dig in and try to come up with anything you can come up with defensive-wise.
Yeah, this is the time when You let it all hang out. You double, triple the ball if you have to. If you give up an easy layup, so be it. But you got to try and make something happen right here, because you can't just sit back, especially because you can't figure you're going to go on a 10-0 or a 12-0 run against the Salem team.
No.
With all the weapons they have.
Yeah.
Somebody is going to get in there, whether it's off the defensive end or the offensive end, are going to put a stop to any kind of a run you make.
Yeah, you really have to do it on defense. Try to come up with the steal, something on the gimmick.
Mataragas is back. It's Mataragas, Mateo, Calixte, Peralta, and Hernandez as Mateo comes up with the steal, and he gets fouled going in.
Yeah, I think he passed it, so they might get the ball into the
I want to
basket.
see if they. I was going to say I want to see if they give him 2
on the floor.
No, on the floor,
Yeah.
because he could have dropped the ball down to Mataragas. I think Tony checked himself back in the game because he just took him back out again.
Yeah. He certainly doesn't like to come out.
Actually, George Reyes is in the game. Hernandez with the fall away. He's got 13. The shot is missed. Hernandez with the rebound. And Hernandez bothered the shot as well.
Yeah.
So he scores the basket at one end. He gets back and gets a piece of the basketball at the other end. Shot is missed. Saved. Now it's knocked out of bounds. Off Salem.
Hernandez is getting his hands on everything.
But shows you what kind of hustle he has. He makes the basket at the end, a fall-away jump shot. The ball goes in. They push the ball up the floor. He's back bothering the shooter and picking up the missed shot. George Reyes covering Crowley outside. This is Patterson trying to go. Shot is missed. Patterson got a piece of his own rebound, got knocked away. Mateo has the basketball. Reyes, the shot is shot. Almost saved by Calixte, but it's out of bounds to Lowell.
This is a lineup that did very well in the last 4 or 5 minutes of the first half with Calixte and Mateo and Reyes hitting a few shots.
And there's the defense with the hands. Crowley thought he had an easy pass underneath. Hernandez can't hold on. But you look like you say, I got the man underneath. This is easy. You dump the ball down, and there's 3 sets of hands in there knocking the ball away.
And they're so quick, it's incredible.
56-40. 5:30 left in the basketball game, and Lowell wants to take a timeout, and they've got to try to come up with something to make one last surge to try and get back in it. But if I was sitting on the bench over there, I wouldn't know what to say right now, Dennis.
Yeah,
because
you really can't. At this point, Salem has 4 starters on the bench.
And Lowell can still lead into the 16-point lead.
And they're still coming up with steals. Salem, which is still coming up with the steals. I'm going to find it very hard for them to make a dent into the 16-point lead. Salem is playing man-to-man, which really means unless you run 2 or 3 kids off of screens, you're not going to come up with any 3-point shots. And you're under 6 minutes now, almost 5:29 now left in the game. You're down 16. You're going to need a couple of threes at some point, and Salem really doesn't give them up. They really don't.
No, that's the good thing about, the gimmick defenses, the zones, the traps, everything are good. But the straight man-to-man, if you can play it as well as these kids play it, and they're so quick, they can help on defense and get back to cover their own man besides. And that's a blessing that really the Salem has, the quickness that they have to help and get back. And that's disallows them. Lowell has hit a couple of open threes, but only a couple, and they've shut everybody really down. And when you get a team with 5 minutes left, you've only given up 40 points. That's real solid defense.
Well, you mentioned the key word in there is the help, and they help each other so well. They know where everyone is at all the time, and they do an awful lot of talking out there. And help is a big key with this defense. Look at Calixte right at half court, showing a great job.
And they almost, good thing Cooper comes up, or otherwise it's going to be a 5-second call. And there's the help again. Crowley opens for the 3, doesn't hit it. Hernandez with the rebound. And Calixte pushing it up. Mateo inside to Hernandez. Big block inside. Loose on the floor. Great hustle by Ben Calixte.
Good job.
On the floor, diving for loose balls, and that's what the difference with all of these teams is. Crowley's going to pick up the foul. Only the 5th foul. And Lowell, at this point, Dennis almost has to say, let's commit a couple of fouls.
That's right.
So that they can
get the ball
because
back.
otherwise Salem is going to keep the ball and run time off. They want to put Salem at the line and try to make them earn it at the line. This is one of those situations where you say, we've got to... Hernandez calls timeout. He couldn't get the ball in bounds. Heads up move by Wency.
Nice play. Nice play. A very smart job and protecting a 16-point lead. The last thing you want to do right now is get this Lowell crowd back into the game, too.
Well, but what a great thing that for Coach Garrity to look and say, it's 16 points. It's been 56-40 for a while now. Neither team has scored in a while. But to have 4 starters out of the basketball game, sitting down getting a rest, we saw the Lowell girls do this and come back at the end of the game and really wear Salem down, the girls down. This now, Salem is going to be, Lowell's going to be looking saying, what do we do now? We're in against the second team, and we can't dent the 16-point lead. What are we going to do if they put the starters back?
And it's I believe Salem's played 11 or 12 guys at this point because you've got 4 in there now, and Giotti's not in there, and Donovan Billings also got some time. So you're looking at 11 kids.
Well, 8 of them have scored.
Yeah, so it's with 4:50 left. I think it's just a matter of how many they're going to win by at this point.
We mentioned the winner will play Everett at Everett. Calixte with the inbounds pass. Kicks it back out to Mateo. Deep cross court to Reyes. Lays it in.
Nice
George Reyes.
Nice take. Spread the floor. Took it to the hoop. Got a nice easy one.
Nice strong move to the basket. And you like to see them do it. You don't have to settle for the threes, the long bombs.
Right.
With this speed and quickness in the lineup, no matter who they have on the floor, they can get those types of quality shots. Pantojas can't get the fall. It was all around the rim and hung there, but didn't fall through for him.
Get Calixte on that call. You'll see Donovan Billings going in.
Wency will go out, and he should get a big hand from the Salem people.
Oh, what a great job.
And I just, if they give a most improved player at the banquet, it's going to be him. He just, every single game, he gets better and better.
Well, he was the MVP of the JV team last year, and definitely the most, I think him and Simon Fiello are the most improved and most underrated players in the Northeastern Conference.
And I vote accordingly. Pantojas gets in double figures. 17-point cushion for the Witches as Calixte brings it up. George Reyes.
If I could add to that, John, I wouldn't mind giving Tyson Whitten a vote for most improved player. Really. Terrific job.
No, I agree. And we mentioned this before. Since he's turned around and faced the basket with the ball, and going to the basket, hitting the jump shot, he has improved just tremendously over the last couple of years. He's made himself into a very good basketball player. Lowell has finally reached the point where if they foul now, they'll put Salem at the free throw line. As Bent Calixte throws it up and in. The pass down to Cooper. Under 4 minutes left. A 19-point lead for the Witches. And Calixte will pick up the foul, and there was no doubt about that.
Yeah, a little reach in, no problem. Actually, a big reach in.
Reached in with his shoulder, his arm, his leg, and his back.
But they're playing very aggressive, even with the 19-point lead.
Well,
Coach
they only know how to play
wants
one way.
Yeah, that's right. You want to play that way the whole time, and doing a good job. You know, and not to mention, Coach Gary's had a great opportunity to rest Scooney's ankle, or whatever his leg problem is. So
absolutely.
The last 4 or 5 minutes of this game, as well as give some of these underclassmen some tournament experience.
The shot hangs there and falls through. Mateo gives it to Calixte. Knocked out of bounds. They doubled up, and then they actually doubled up again.
Yeah, Ben Cooper did a good job there.
Mateo didn't see him coming. Well, he finally gets it in, and there's Peralta with the nice hands knocking it away. Chris Holmes looking to go against Mateo.
Yeah, spreading the floor here.
Blocked by Mateo. How many blocks have they had tonight, Dennis? Calixte can't hit the shot.
Yeah, Ben's got to get a little bit more in control. He's a point guard. He wants to look for the guys down low.
Crowley. That's a strong move by John Crowley. Cooper almost winds up in our lap.
Yeah, it's a big boy, too.
I'm glad you protected me there, Dennis. Could have wiped me out here.
Now, how's this? There's 3:04 left, and a Lowell coach looks at Whitten, Tony.
Whitten finally gets the ball in bounds. He's got Brian LaMontagne in there for the first time as well. All they're going to do now is look for, you almost hear the coach from the sideline saying, we're looking for nothing but layups. Spread the floor. Jump ball. Pantojas. I'm looking over to see where the arrow's pointing. I can't see it because they don't have the arrow. Peralta gets it into Whitten. Malaragas goes to the basket, throws it up lefty, no good. The pass ahead to Chris Holmes. Whitten takes it away. Malaragas gets it to Whitten. I'm not sure if he knew he was there or he just threw the ball. And Whitten happened to be there because he got doubled. He was up in the air and he had to get rid of it.
Well, he did the right thing. He advanced it down this end of the court.
LaMontagne for the straightaway. Hangs there, won't go. Brian's a good shooter.
Yes.
Got a good stroke. Crowley for three. No good. Tip saved. Whitten has it. Malaragas will bring it up. Lopez handles the pass, gets stuck along the baseline. Now gets loose and lays it in.
Turnaround spin. Got the defense thinking he was going to go out with it and took it to the hole very strongly.
I think he was watching Michael Bates from Salem State. He did that on our camera, on the shoot we did last weekend. Michael got doubled up, pulled it out. The defense went with him, and then all of a sudden, bing, he went baseline and beat everybody. And the fans starting to foul out. 124 left. Salem is going to move on to Everett. 62-45 is the score. A comfortable margin for the Witches, and Salem's going to take a timeout. I think they want to straighten out who's going to be in the ball game more than worried about any strategy at this point.
Yeah.
But you got to give credit. They come in here, and as you said, they're the only season they have now is this season, and it's a one-game shootout. And now they're going to advance to the next round, and each and every game they're going to be tough. And I'm sure Everett was here scouting, and they got an eyeful when they saw 12 or 13 players come out and play, and 9 or 10 of them get on the scoreboard.
Well, not only that, Everett and Salem know each other so well. They play in the summer league every year down at Forest River Park, and there's a big rivalry going in. They always open up in the Jamboree over English. For years they played each other in that game, so they know each other very well. I'll tell the folks that are watching this game, if you get a chance on Thursday night to come out and watch this game, get there early. It's going to be crowded, and it should be a great ball game to watch.
There's some great high school games coming up. Swampscott is at home Friday night. It could be a barn burner at Classical, with Classical possibly taking on St. Mary's. So a lot of local flavor in the North Shore, a lot of good basketball. Get out and see it. If you can't, then certainly tune in to TV3 and watch us, because we'll be there. Tony Malaragas makes the first. And the Northeast Conference foul shooting champion.
Yeah, doesn't miss too many.
He made 28 out of 30 in the free throw shooting contest to win it. We got Billings, Eric Smith coming in with 1:17 left. Whitten, Lopez, Malaragas go to the bench. So it's Reyes, LaMontagne, Smith, Giotti, and Billings out there for Salem.
And still playing that pressure defense. Juan Lopez, I believe, checks out with 17, John.
Yep.
Oh, he hits another three.
Pantojas. That's his 4th trifecta. And the pass is picked off. Sullivan throws it up and in. 64-50 as George Reyes gets it across to LaMontagne. Taken away. Sullivan for 3. No good. Blocked underneath by Billings. The shot no good. Rebounded inside. Blocked by Billings. The foul will be against Billings.
Trying to get a little life into this Lowell crowd here. Down to 29 seconds. Get a chance to cut into the 14-point lead. They got Peter Rodriguez seeing his first varsity action of the year.
He had a great year for the JVs.
Oh, he sure did. Peter's a real nice shooter.
And that's a little bit of the future again.
That's right.
A young ball club. Salem's got a lot of players back. As John Patterson makes 1. Patterson makes them both. And as his reward, he'll go to the bench and be replaced by Diaz.
Yeah.
So the quest in the new season for Salem has started with a win here at Lowell as Rodriguez gets it across the timeline, picked off by Sullivan. George Reyes looking down court, gets it to LaMontagne, to Billings. Billings lays it in.
Billings at the buzzer.
13 players play, 11 of them get in the scoring column. Not bad, 14 players actually, 11 of them get in the scoring column, and just a terrific win for Salem as they win it 66-52. And they had 36 the first half, 30 the second half, but they sat out a lot of people, played a lot of bodies in the second half, and just an outstanding team effort by the Witches.
Well, you really get the feeling, John, that Salem could have really named their number in this game as by how many points they could have won by. This easily could have been a 25-point victory. They really rested the kids and put 13 players on the floor, as you mentioned, and everyone got considerable minutes, all the people that played, so it just wasn't guys playing 2 or 3 minutes. They played an awful lot of time.
No, it's a big plus for Salem, and the Everett Truth Scouting didn't see a heck of a lot because they didn't use the starters for a whole lot. It was Wency Hernandez getting him off flying. He got the first 5 points. It was over, I think, the next run, it was 5-4 after they ran 4 points low. They got it close, and then all of a sudden, it was an 18-point run. It was 23-4, and for all intents and purposes, the game was over at that point. That's the highest. It reached 19 again in the second half, and of course, Salem came out again, and after Lowell had cut it to 8, Salem went on a 7-0 run to put them right back up in there, and it was just an outstanding team effort. Scooney Penn had 10. Juan Lopez had 17. Tyson Whitten had 10. Wency Hernandez was outstanding and had 13. On the other side, Alex Pantojas had 4 trifectas, getting 18. Chris Holmes had 10 to be the leading scorers for Lowell. But the name of the game, defense, and they certainly had it here at Lowell tonight.
Defense, 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 and more importantly, they're 1-0 in their new season, going off to Everett on Thursday night.
Yeah, well, this is what they've been pointing for since that unfortunate problem arose. They said, now we've got nothing to look forward to except the second season. It's underway now. They're 1-0 and looking to go at Everett on Thursday night. And our cameras will be there, but more importantly, you should be and catch all the action on the North Shore. We told you about St. Mary's and Classical possibly on Friday night. Swampscott is home. And also English, everything is at... so that's going to do it. The final score is 66-52. Salem with the big win. They move on now to the next round. Congratulations to Coach Paul Gary and the boys. And this is John Hoffman for Dennis Skeadas and TV3 Sports saying good night from Lowell High School.